Hi all, and welcome back to your channel. So I'm back here at Anfield Road. I'm back here at Anfield for my Anfield Road Expansion update. And I've got a little bit to talk about myself personally and comments to address. So I'll get into it anyway. So in my last video I gave away, well, I was giving away a bottle of Prime which I hid in the bushes just down here. See Divock Origi just there, and roughly in that section of bush there I hid the Prime. Well, the Prime is gone, so congratulations if you found it. I did receive a message off someone on Instagram when I put my Instagram up on the last video saying, am I the guy who put the Prime in the bush? And I replied, yeah, it was me. I've heard nothing back, so I don't know if it's them that found it. So if it was you, reply to me on Instagram and let me know if it was you, and I can give you a little mention, that's all. But yeah, congratulations to whoever got it, because they're like gold dust at the moment to get hold of. So I'll get into the video anyway. So I'm going to start off with the as this is YouTube, the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight last night. A lot of people have been dissing it, have been dissing Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, but you know what, the pair of them know how to make money, don't they? What did Jake Paul make out of that? About 25 million. Tommy Fury netted himself around 7 million. Now Tommy Fury is a professional boxer, Jake Paul is a YouTuber slash boxer, and you could tell the pro boxer to the YouTube boxer, it stood out a mile off. But you know, fair play to the pair of them. Now Tommy Fury, they're saying that he didn't box well. I thought he boxed all right. I thought the fight itself was okay. It wasn't a great, but apart from Jake Paul showing his inexperience by turning his back a few times, I think the referee was harsh on the points deductions on both boxers. I think he took one off one, realised he made a mistake, and had to level it up, really, didn't he? And had to take points off the other boxer then. Now Tommy Fury, I say, he's a 23-year-old novice boxer. Now the world champion at his weight, he's had over 20 fights, he's unbeaten, and his last fight he earned £114,000, which is not to be sniffed at. But when Tommy Fury's not even in the top 10 rankings and has just earned 7 million from what you can only describe as an exhibition fight, it's a no-brainer that you're going to take them fights, get punched in the head for 20 odd fights, or have the odd exhibition fight once a year maybe, and get paid millions for it. He's just earned £7 million, or in that ballpark. There's a rematch being discussed, so there's another £7 million that you can possibly earn. Now for that money, I'll call Jake Paul out right now. No, if I had a bigger following on YouTube, I'll be screaming from the rooftops, Jake Paul, I'll have you to fight. I've done a bit of boxing. I've had one fight in the ring which I lost because I only had 6 days training for the fight. I think if we had a bit more training, I'd have fared a bit better in the fight. But yeah, I'm in my 40s now. No, I'm still relatively fit and healthy. I think 6 months training and I'd be good to go against a YouTuber in the ring. So you know, yeah, just putting it out there. It's not going to happen, but if we had a bigger following, maybe it would. Right, on to the stand itself. Now I just thought to mention that because it's, you know, it's YouTube related, and you know, fair play to these young lads who are, you know, they're making millions by having a big mouth, let's put it that way. Right, let's get on to me talking points. So okay, so discussed the gaps in the roof. Okay, there's only one gap now by the looks of it. Yeah, there's only one gap. As it looked like that was getting filled in the last video on the right just there. And now the one on the left getting filled in. Now there's a lot of people saying, and there's a lot of people saying this, maybe they're leaving gaps so they can lift out the old roof. Well, obviously not. They're getting filled in. Let's just get over and have a look down at this. No, nothing started on that yet. But let's see, that's filled in. So they're not leaving the gaps to take the old roof off. So there's that theory going out the window. Someone said, is the Kenny Dalglish stand short on the main stand? Yeah, it's shorter by quite a bit. I don't know the exact measurements, but you can just see. If it stayed there, you can see there's quite a big difference, because if you look at the main stands, it goes over the front of the new Anfield Road, whereas the Kenny Dalglish is below the top of the new Anfield Road. Okay. Holographic imagery at football games that I mentioned in my last video. Don't look down the pitch anyway. So I had a theory of maybe every club having the same dimension pitch, same size pitch, and have holographic technology projecting the players onto the pitch, and if you can't make it to match, say it's an away game, you could go to the home game and still watch the players on the pitch. It's just an idea. People have said that they're not going to build a brand new ground just for holographic players on the pitch. Now, I'm saying trial it first. Do away game, so say Liverpool playing at Aston Villa, have the hologram at Anfield. See how many people are interested. Someone else says about virtual reality is the way to go. Now, virtual reality is the way to go at the moment, because was it the Russia World Cup? Yeah, it's the Russia World Cup. I watched matches on my VR headset, and it was brilliant. It was like you're in the ground, but it's an individual experience. Now I'm talking about filling stadiums with people with nothing on their head, covering their eyes. They can see each other, you know, they can interact. It's a social thing, you know. Virtual reality is not once you put that headset on, you're in your own little world, aren't you? So yeah, that's why it's different from what I'm thinking, the virtual reality. Okay. Someone said, loads of people agreed with me, by the way, said they think it's a good idea. Let's go around this way. And someone said about having the Beatles live in concert with the holographic technology, and it's a good idea. The one thing is that the Beatles don't perform now, so what I'm on about is things that are happening now, because you've already trialled something holographic, haven't they, with Bernard Manning. He died years ago, and they had him on stage a few years ago, I think it was. His family were there, and the people that were there said it was like he was on stage himself. The technology they used to project him onto the stage, or whatever they done, and he done a full gig, even though he'd been dead for years. Now another one is, I'll try and put a little clip of this up. I'm not sure YouTube's thing on this, but it was on America's Got Talent, where there's a guy impersonating Elvis, and he's on a big screen with cameras in front of him, and they put Elvis's face using AI. They put Elvis's face on this guy, and it looks like he's singing. And then they brought another fella on who was Simon Cowell, and he was singing along, and it looked really real. It was really good. So that's something that you could look at. Just get on to something else. Oh yes, someone that said they just found my channel. You know what, I'll go over here because there's some I haven't covered that yet. So there's more see-through sheeting roofing on the spans there, which is obviously going to spread along to the from right to left. Yeah, they said you just found my channel, and could I do all 92 clubs? Now I could, but that's that would require funding, because I know people go around all 92 clubs in 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is, but they just go there, take a picture outside the ground, back in the car and away they go. No, I'd have to get my cameras out, I'd have to get my drone in the air, I'd need a way of charging the batteries. Now some of these clubs are close together, so I'd have to wait for batteries to charge, and I reckon that would take, I reckon I could do it in a week of getting drone footage of every single club, but it require funding. Now if my channel gets bigger and I get paid more off YouTube, then that's something I will consider, because I'd love to do that. So I want to have a look down here. Yeah, there's loads of steel down there, but yeah, it's something I'd love to do, but it's at the moment it means taking time off work. It's going to be a massive expense to me, getting a car around the country, fuel, and not getting paid a lot of money. So yeah, it's something I like to do. Someone said that I've mentioned in other videos about doing ghost stories. Are they something that's at the planning stage yet? Yeah, it is at the planning stage. I have actually been out and filmed and made some stuff, but I'm not happy with it. If I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to put it out just for the sake of putting it on YouTube. I'd rather have quality content rather than just banging out anything. So what I do need, I need to buy some lighting, because it was very dark. Obviously when you're doing ghost stories it's got to be dark, so I need some lighting. Not a lot, just a little bit of lighting there, because I need to be in front of the camera, so you're going to be seeing me on the camera rather than behind the camera like I am at the moment. So that's something that is very much in the planning. I'll probably another thing is with Anfield and Brownlee Moor, that's taking up a lot of my time as well, but Anfield's going to be finished soon, so from August onwards I can really concentrate hard, but I will get something out before then, just to show us what kind of reception it gets. Okay, so that is in the planning. I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine that I served in the army with, Trevor Colt. He's on 84,000 subscribers at the moment. Obviously all those people that are on YouTube would love to get to that magic 100,000 subscriber count and get your plaque. My kids keep saying, oh, can't you get 100,000 subscribers and get your plaque, because they want the plaque off YouTube. But I am well away from that at the moment, so, but Trevor isn't. Now his channel is, it's like a daily news channel, but you know, he speaks his mind of what's in the news. He doesn't care what people think about what he says. You can agree with him, you can disagree with him. He very much puts himself out there, and a lot of stuff says you can't disagree with. So it's worth checking out his channel. So I've put a picture of his channel on here. I'll also put a link in the bio as well, so if people want to check him out, give him a subscribe, get him close to the 100k, then that'd be great. So that comes to the end of my comments. Now I'm going to give a couple of shout outs now. Last one was Sparky. I called him Spark in the last one, and his name's Sparky, so I need to apologise to him and give him a fresh shout out. So there's yours, Sparky. And also Choppy from Whitehaven would like a shout out as well. His YouTube channel is Poor Guys, so there's a shout out to YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. There's a shout out to you too. Okay, now anyone else wants a shout out, let me know. Any comments that you want to add to this, because I've tried squeezing a lot into this and trying to keep it under the 15-minute mark, which I haven't. I'm on 15 minutes already. I don't know what I can do in editing. Maybe I can chop it down a touch, maybe, I don't know. But we'll have a little scan down here. Little top down view of the site. Oh, and as you can see, the crawler crane's gone, so there's obviously no use for that anymore. There's two relatively large cranes either side of the stands, obviously doing the heavy lifting that needs to go up. Obviously people are still working on the roof, because all the main spans are in place. Maybe they don't need that crawler crane anymore. But yeah, there's a little look, little glance along the roof. Nice, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you like them, subscribe, give them a thumbs up, etc, etc. It really helps me grow, it really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it personally. Okay, so I'll see you all soon. Look after yourselves and take care. Bye now.